I just want to make 3 or 4 points. First of all, I want to relate what he has said to a wider framework. Why are we talking about a low carbon economy at this stage, and what does it imply for us? Why low carbon? Why the focus on carbon? Why not energy? I think an important reason for this is that we have now realized that there is a limit, that carbon is really a waste. Carbon dioxide is a waste, just like industrial pollution. But it leads to global pollution, and we have realized that there is a global limit to the amount of carbon that the atmosphere can absorb. So the notion of limits has come about, and we are discussing a low carbon economy framework in the context of certain overall limits. And in those limits, the challenge before us in India really is, how are we going to provide the energy services to the 1 billion poor while keeping within certain overall limits? Limits of utilization of carbon, utilization of energy, limitations linked to lifestyles. As he has pointed out, we will be looking for uniquely Indian solutions to the problem. You had one example right here. He just mentioned to you a uniquely Indian solution to this problem, which will really be looking very deeply at the rural areas. Because how else are we going to provide the energy services to those 1 billion poor who do not have access to energy services in a meaningful manner? That is the first point I wanted to make. The second point I want to make is that when we talk of limits, there will be a relationship between improving the threshold for these poor and also looking at the ceiling of the utilization by the more affluent, the lifestyle emissions, or those who have occupied more of the carbon space, if you want to use the traditional jargon, and that has an international dimension as well. But let's focus on the national dimension. And as he has pointed out, we know even in India, 30% of the electricity is used in buildings and less than 5 to 10% in industry. And this is not only unique to India, but this is something that is universal in a way. The latest information from the European Union says that during the recession, or as a result of the recession, that industrial emissions decreased by 12.9% in 2008. But household emissions increased by 8%. What does that mean? It means that irrespective of the state of the economy, lifestyle emissions, or the emissions that households are responsible for, but you and I are responsible, are going to keep on increasing. Now, if that goes on happening, we will not be able to provide